Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Friday morning, and welcome to the Messages of Love from Above. Wanted to start a little early just to get a jump start on as many readings as we can in the next couple hours. First of all, happy Cancer Moon. The moon went into Cancer today, and I did want to let everyone know I started a new series or a new video, I guess, process on Mondays. I call them Moon Day Mondays, where here is the link to the first video where we find out what the planets, what the moon is going to go through. It goes through a couple of different signs every week, and 2 to 3, it's every 2 to 3 days. And then also any kind of planetary energies. So if you want to check out that to find out what is the going on with the moon, what energy is impacting me, what planetary energy as well. Be sure to check that out. I talk about retrogrades in that one. Next week's I talk about eclipses because the eclipse season is upon us here October 15th and October 28th, but we're feeling it already. So it helps us prepare for the week. And I love being able to do that because it helps us, right? And so that's what we have there. Also, so that's a Moon Day Mondays, and then we have Take 10 with Zen Tuesdays, I guess. But every Tuesday, I put out a video. It's 10 minutes or less. That's where the 10 with Take 10 with Zen is. And so it's about less, not less, it's about uh, how to connect with spirit, how to connect with ourselves. And also, I answer questions from my subscribers. So here's the link to this one. All of the playlists for each of these are listed in the description box of the video. And then on Wednesdays, I guess we can call it What's Up Wednesdays because I put out a pick a card. So I have a ton of pick a cards available. This week's was, let me just adjust this here. There we go. How can I transform frustration? I know. So if you check a look at that link, and if you ever want any additional messages from Spirit, check out my main page. I have a ton of pick a cards. So those are the main things that are not really new, but I kind of moved them around. So Mondays are Moon Days, Tuesdays are Take 10 with Zen, Wednesdays are Pick a Cards. Thursday nights I have a Q&A and free readings with my Praying Mantis members. And all of my Praying Mantis members also get advanced access to the following week's Moon Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, all of that. I'm like almost a week ahead on all of them. And so all of my Praying Mantis members. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description box of the video. Praying Mantis membership is $7.99 a month. After I finish this session, all of my free reading sessions, which I go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, Friday and Saturday night, after each one of those, my Praying Mantis members also have a free reading session where we answer and dive deeper, pull oracles and different things as well. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check it out. Let me see what else. What else? Oh yeah. I did put out winners for my drawings. I have drawings where I give away things, right? So just take a look here and take a look at the um who won, and then also included in there is the announcement of how I'm going to the drawings for next month. Actually, I think maybe I have, well, there's a giveaway playlist too. And that's where I think I put a separate video out now that I think about it for the, here, I'll just post it here. Um, sorry, I can't do two things at once. This is the giveaway playlist, and the most recent video will be the announcement for the month of September. And I'm going to be doing monthly giveaways instead of weekly, but check that out because there's 3 ways to win, so you can get into those drawings for the end of the month. And then also just another quick update. See, this is why I started early because I had a lot I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of. I'm also having 50% off most of my services for the rest of 2023. So all of this is listed in the description box of the video too, but all of my pre-recorded personal readings, not my live ones with people, but the recorded ones are half off. Also, my hedge of peace and love is half off, and also I added in my Wish Upon a Star Astro reading too. So if you want to know what any of those are, check those out. Square, where you reserve and purchase those things, has been down since like yesterday afternoon as far as receiving payment. So if you're interested in any of those, give it a try. And if it errors out, just contact me via email. My email address is in the description box of the video. There's a lot of information in there, evidently. But and then we'll arrange something there. All right. So I think that is all of the skinny here. So let me just grab some of these here just in case. I want to do a pop out here. We don't take any chances during Mercury retrograde, right? Things will disappear sometimes. So we want to make sure. Yep. All right. It didn't. So we are good to go. Now, if you want to know how all the process works with the free readings, it's all in the description box of the video as well. So check that out if you're wondering how it all works. Donations do get priority, and all that information is listed in the description box. All right. So I'll be on for about 2 more hours, and then at 12:55 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I will bug out to go to my praying mantis session. So we'll try to get through as many free readings as we can. But I do have a couple donations, so we're going to start there. So Johanna, you are up first. Thank you so much for your donation. Good to see you. And hi. So what does Spirit have to say about recent events? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, they do want those two, and then that one, and that one, and that one. Wow, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Okay, interesting. So let's take a look here and see what is happening here. Okay. Wow, so things are in order but out of order. Wow, yeah, I can see here there's a lot happening in there. Wow, okay. So, yeah, I see what you're talking about here. It starts off with the 3 of cups. So, in the next, you have, like, 1 card and then 2 cards. This one has 3, the number 3, but the next 2, 2 and 3 are actually 1 and 2. So, it's like 1, 2, 3, 1. Things feel in order, but in disorder, out of order. Things are weirdly happening here. The 3 of Cups does tell me about like a third party type of situation where there's meddling. Um, I don't normally get it this way here, but it just feels like there's a third wheel. There's someone that keeps on meddling in your life, and it's a human, and they're doing it out of fear. They're doing it out of um, fear of rejection, fear of their own worth, and they're a 2-year-old with their pet cat acting out, and so it's not intentional against you. They're just trying to survive. When the human goes into fight or flight mode, what happens is our intelligent, compassionate, loving side of us is booted out, and a little 2-year-old is driving the car with their cat telling them where to drive. And that doesn't end well, right? So that's what's kind of coming in here. There's just this meddling for out of self survival, and you've got the Ace of Cups and then the 2 Pentacles. See, the 1, the 2, the 3 is this order of things, but it's out of order. And just know that all of this stuff that's unfolding is here to help you fill up with this Ace of Cups. This is the chalice, the Holy Grail, which is you filling up and you learning, excuse me, self love through this process. It's about you learning all about who you are, not giving yourself, not pouring all of your energy out, and if there's anything left, you get it. That's usually like if there's a barrel and you have all these lines going out to everyone else to fulfill them, and then you never fill up because it's always being drained out of you. Instead, you become this chalice where you get to fill up, see all this beautiful love from above, fills up, and then everyone else gets the overflow. So there's like this shaking, showing you that when you are giving to everyone else first and you're not getting a whole lot back, it's designed that way so that you will turn inward for this. The Two of Pentacles is this balancing that's coming in here. So this meddling, this third party, all of this stuff coming in is designed here to turn you inward so that you can step into this power. So you can balance your outside life by finding this love from within. And it continues going forward here because we've got the moon card here. So you're very intuitive, of course, right? You've got this huge amount of empathic ability where you feel a lot of people's emotions. The moon card, we're in the Cancer. This is like the moon is ruled by the moon rules over Cancer, right? The Cancer sign. And we're in the Cancer moon today, in fact, today and tomorrow. So there's all this energy, here's the Pisces symbol too, all of this emotion that you're feeling that is not all of yours. And if you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen video series, the playlist is at the top of my main page. It's episode, I don't know, 8 or 9 or 10, somewhere around there. It'll talk about empaths building a bubble and what the true gift of an empath is, because you definitely have this flood of energy, but it helps you understand what is of your own energy, what is of their energy, and then what is from below the surface that's bubbling up. All of this happening for you. I know while we're in it, we're like, oh my gosh, how could this possibly be for me? But all this stuff that's unfolding is to turn you inward and upward, to step into your power, because you do have the Queen of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Queen of Wands, she rolls with the king over the wand suit, the fiery suit. But all the queens are also given a second portion of water, which gives her a great amount of connection to, yes, intuition and spirit. So definitely this being reinforced in this third set here, about the connection, about trusting your inner gut, not your um the heart when it goes into fear or that feels pain. Trust your high heart, your gut. That's different, and you'll know the difference uh and very soon if you don't already. But the 10 of wands here shows an ending and a new beginning of where you're investing all of your energy. Again, this um 10 of wands says that there's like so many things you're trying to do in the outside world to make other people happy, try to fit into the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts of life. And all of the stuff that's been happening here has been designed to turn you inward so that you can um, transform it and not invest so much energy out there. Again, you, instead of all the energy being invested out of there, you get to fill up and then everyone gets the overflow. So all that energy that's been going outward, you're bringing inward, and then anything left over, then that is for others. But the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, grateful you instead of a resentful, exhausted you, right? Trust me, you're not alone. We've all been through it. We return to it, and then we balance out, right? Then we balance out our outside world. So I like all of this coming in here. And the final card that came in is pretty much reiterating here what we were talking about, the 10 of swords, which is again all the energy that you were investing in trying to make everyone feel uh, full and whole and complete. You can see here uncomfortable, all the swords stuck in, it's that person's not dead. Like I said, they're when I said, exhausted, that we get exhausted trying to live up to everyone's contradictory, ever-changing expectations. But all of this is to show all the events unfolding, these the shoulds, the supposed tos, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, are to turn you back inward to have you see the higher truth, that which is rooted in the Ace of Cups, unconditional love, so that you can see that why do I think I have to do all this stuff and that everyone else has to be this for me? Because the love we're looking for is inward and upward. No one in the outside world can give it to us, and we can't give it to others. They have to find it within themselves. So, this striving we have to make everyone else happy, waste of time. We can make it harder or easier for people to choose unconditional love or fear, but ultimately everyone makes their own decisions and has to decide for themselves. So the biggest gift you can give the world is filling up so that you feel unconditional love, and then they get overflow, and the overflow of unconditional love, little tidbits here and there for everyone else, could spark, "Oh, yeah, I have unconditional love inside of me too," but you can't, handle their choices. You can give someone the world, they could still choose to be unhappy, right? So that's what's coming in for you. Hopefully that resonates and is helpful, Johanna. So many blessings to you. Thank you for your donation once again. And then Mia, you are up next. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Hello, hello, dear. So you want to know about this collaboration with Carol. Is it a good thing? And should you trust her? So, of course, from Spirit's perspective, there's not good or bad. All humans are not trustworthy. When we go into fight or flight mode, we will pull the rug right out from underneath you for our own survival. So, when we're looking like, should I trust them? Is it a good thing? We'll just rephrase it a little bit from Spirit's perspective, which is this collaboration with Carol for your highest experience, right? And then if you do trust her, what will the outcome be based on current energies? And that way we can see, and then you get to make your choice because Spirit's like, everything is an experience. There's no right or wrong choices. There's just adventure. So we like that. All right. And then if you trust her with what you're wanting to trust her, what will the outcome be? All right. Wow. Okay. Well, let's take a look here and see what these cards are. Overall, we do have here that there is movement and there's power of choice. Again, they're coming in here going, it's not a huge I don't know. It's like it could go either way. They're like, yeah, you could or you couldn't. It's not like a fated thing. It will ultimately help you with a couple things, with which most things do help us. The Five of Pentacles is the belief about that mankind is the one that brings us what we need. This is a transformation where we build this trusting relationship with spirit around, you know, um, that they're the ones that bring us what we need in each moment. We're the ones, and they're the ones that, uh, bring us our sustenance. Not humans. Humans might be the delivery company, but Source is the one, and this is about building trust and faith in Creator and Spirit that they will have that come through. And then the Six of Swords, too, is about leaving behind old fears, old thoughts, and old beliefs. And there's movement. Both of these are movement. So it brings movement in your life in positive ways. But it's not like fated. It's like it won't make or break your life whether you do it or not. So they're like, it's totally up to you. You learn through it for sure. There is some victory and movement here. So it's positive. It's not like a danger, danger, stranger danger coming in here. So um they're like saying, it's up to you. Which there is some things in life that are faded, like certain relationships, certain jobs, certain things that we wanted to have when we came down here, and those will stand out. And even those have ranges of experience in them. But this is one of those, you go on vacation. You could choose to go scuba diving or you could choose not to. It's an extra if you want to purchase it. That's the kind of energy that I feel is coming in there. Um, let's take a look here because they'll say, if you trust her, what is the outcome? Let's see what comes in here because there was like six cards. So let's take a look. All right. Wow, there definitely is here when you look at there is a lot of emotion and some things that will bubble to the surface here. We've got the Queen of Cups and we've got the Moon card. So trust your intuition, trust your gut, with what comes forward here, right? Both of these combine together. This is the unknown, and the Queen of Cups can dive into the unknown. Beautiful Mother Luna energy. So, uh, and I like here too that yeah, you've got the uh, Hanged Man here in the Queen. I'm sorry, not the Queen, the Eight of Wands, which is about messages from Spirit, and this is about seeing things from a higher perspective. It's usually the Hanged Man, seeing things from a higher perspective, and allows you to again, all this intuition and all of this is just uh, the outcome would be that you can really trust your gut and trust what you're picking up with all of this, right? Which I really like, because part of your life's journey is to understand who you are and your spiritual gifts, right? You're wanting to allow yourself to trust this relationship that you're developing with your higher self. Because you do have the Empress, which is powerful. You've got the new birth, the harvest uh, coming in here. So this is a positive thing as well. And the Page of Wands, which is you learning to step into your power and stand in your power and understand whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. The Page of Wands really allows you to step into that. So I don't and the Empress's creativity too. So I like it. I feel like the collaboration here is a positive thing. I don't have any, like I said, I don't get any stranger danger. Just learn to trust your intuition and step into your power, and that you don't have to be at anyone's whim, but that whatever you focus on is what grows. If you focus on your fears, where do you draw that in, right? If you focus on your higher gratitude and connecting to spirit with all of those spirit cards, then you see a whole new way of looking at things too. So it feels positive. Um, and it feels beneficial. So, but a spirit is again saying just that it's not something that'll make or break your world. So, if it's something you want to try out, do it, have fun. But there's no devastation and there's no, winning Powerball, energy around it. It just gives you, it's like fine tuning some things in your life. It allows you to put some things into practice. It allows you to put some trust in spirit and in yourself out into your life, if that makes sense. So I kind of like it, me. I'm not. Spirit's not saying that, but yeah, and you got the Six of Wands again, victory and being seen and witnessing things. So it feels good to me. I feel like I can kind of sense your excitement about it, and so Spirit is like, do it. Yeah. Yeah, a little, right? It's not like a windfall of like, all right, this is going to set me for the rest of my life. It's beneficial with that Empress. Yeah, okay, and the creativity. So it allows you to express yourself too. I like that. And the emotional side too. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is what they have for you. Mia Mia. So thank you so much again for your donation. And sorry, something is loading in here. All right. And Angelica, thank you so much for your donation too through the CashApp. And let's take a look here. You want to know, does Trey plan on seeing you soon? Oh, right. Wow. Okay. Cards are flying out. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know about Trey. Trey, why do they want to call him Trey Boy? The Trey Boy, the Trey Boy. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. Oh, how funny. What is there some sort of dance going on here? All right. Oh, wow, Johanna, I love that. Yeah, be sure to check out that Take Time with Zen then. Those 2 videos are 10 minutes or less. They give you some good hints and, input in those. Also, I have another free series called You Times 2, which is all about you getting to know your, higher self too, so I like it. Yeah, it does. It does, Angelica. You'll see here in a sec. I'm like, "What's going on here?" It's like, "Okay, okay, I see here." So, because you got 2, 2, 2, 2, your first 2 cards are 5 and 6, your next 2 cards are 5 and 6. It's like, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go. It's like, when people start dancing or whatever, and I'm like, "What is this, a dance off?" Because you've got the 6 of swords, and the 5 of swords. You got the 5 and the 6 of swords together. Oh my gosh! And the 5 and the 6 of cups. What are the chances of that they come out like that? The same suit, 1 numbers after one another. So you've got the thoughts and you've got the emotions, and you've got the thinking here. There's, like, this conflicting thought and belief and this movement of thought and belief that's coming in with Trey Boy. And then you've got the 5 and the 6 of cups, which is, the 5 of cups is them being consumed by their past, emotions that have impacted them. And the 6 of cups does tell me there's past life connection. And that's what I feel like you guys have been drawing you in here, that there's this, you know, um, past life kind of, memories that are bubbling up. I get a lot of the 6 of cups these days, and Spirit told me that the reason why there's so much past life connection bubbling up is because the energy of the planet has changed. It's rising, and where normally we're 10% conscious and 90% unconscious and subconscious, it's gone to like 11 and 89. So that little 1% of diving in and allowing us access consciously to our subconscious world is having us go, I feel this attraction for you or this draw to you because, and it's because we've had a past life connection. Whether lovers, whether family, whether friends, whether you murdered me or I murdered you or whatever, there's this subconscious connection that comes up here. But I feel like even though there's this draw, they're kind of caught up here in their emotional, um, struggles and their mental struggles here. It's like they're mentally battling, emotionally battling, and that's what's just taking a long time. Um, it just feels not weird, but it just feels like they're off. And we've got the king of not the king, the knight. Oh, it is the king of pentacles. So the king of pentacles is this, one of the big journeys that they're on here. I thought it was the knight, and they were giving me the knight energy of slow, slow, slow. And then the knight takes a long time to bring this back to the king, which is the ace of pentacles, which is seeing their worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. It's like they have to go through this rebirth in order for something to happen here, and I feel like it's taking forever. Like, I just feel like they've got so much that they've gotta go through to get to this point to where it feels beneficial, that I just feel like I don't feel like that's gonna be anytime soon that they're reaching out. Angelique Angelica, sorry, not Angelique. Because I feel like this is for you. I feel like this other stuff, it's just like, wow, that is like capital T, capital T. That's funny. Capital T drama, but it's supposed to be capital D, but T is Trey. So that's funny. Trey boy. And that makes sense now. It's Trey boy. They got some growing up to do because they're caught up in their past. They really spend a lot of time in fear and reverting back to their inner child, right? So spirit is kind of saying like, ultimately you have your power of choice. You get to choose what something means about, like what story you put with your mind, what emotion you choose with your heart, what energy and intention and you draw and put out through your soul out to the world and what actions you take in the physical world. But this is about movement and we got the 8 of cups too. Yeah, well, that would make sense too with the 6 of cups of someone from the past. But, I just feel here, that spirit is saying, "Yum, yeah," hit usually it's a chariot with 2 horses. They're like, "Whip, let's go forward." 8 of Cups is leave behind emotions and people that no longer serve you, and you deserve to head off here into something more in alignment with your high heart. And the 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. They usually are walking away from the cups and headed in the direction here. So I kind of feel like they're just showing you that all this stuff, it's just taken them a long time to process and get through all that stuff. And it just feels like your spirit guides are going, cost benefit analysis. Is it worth all of the pain and the suffering and the energy to put into it? It's like, no, you deserve more. You deserve to be with someone like you, someone who's so giving and a huge heart and communicative and trustworthy, right? And it was not funny, haha, but uh, because when I was putting the cards down, I was with Trey. It was like, don't put the tray in betray. And I just feel like it's not worth it for you. And I feel like Spirit is trying to just say, you've had enough of doing what you've done before and gotten what you've gotten. It's time to move on into something more in alignment. And I know you care about them, but you can care more about yourself than about them. And I feel like Spirit's saying, yeah, mule, let's hit those, let's get those horses moving. It's okay to leave behind what no longer serves you emotionally and relationships, friends, family, lovers, whoever, and go, I deserve more. I deserve to be like with someone like me. And I love that. I deserve to be with someone like me. So that's what they have for you, Angelica. I know. But that is what's coming in there. So they could plan on seeing you soon. It just seems like it's taking forever, and it just feels like so much effort. It's like, why is it so much effort for you to try to see me? You know, you deserve someone like you that would be like, "Hey, I want you to know I care about you, and I'm gonna show you I care about you by spending time with you," whatever the love languages are, right? And so that's what I feel. So much love to you, Angelica. Hang in there, but yeah, yeah. All right. So many blessings. And again, thank you so much for your donation. All right. Shannon Marie, thank you so much for your donation. Hello. So you're torn on what to do as your new career I need like spirit's advice. Sure, we can take a look here and see. I know they usually are like, "Follow your heart," and it's like, "Yay," but what does that mean? What makes your heart sing? What makes your heart feel full? It's usually, do that. I was just reading, there's a little, um, quote from Rumi that says, "Your heart knows the way, run in that direction," which is pretty cool. But let's take a look here and see if they'll give you any hints on, like, what is for your highest experience, right? Because we can get filled with so many supposed to, should, need to, have to, must, that we can become confused because our human side is so much of like, I've got to do something acceptable. I don't want to look like a freak or, let people down. And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to exist and check off the list for everyone else. I want to live. I want to let my heart sing, want my heart to feel full. So something that you can do, because the Six of Swords is coming up here, as the thing that's at the root is leaving behind. Sorry for the glare there. Leaving behind the emotion, not the emotions, the fears, the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that no longer serve you, which allow movement of mind and to head in a direction into something that's more in alignment with you. So it's letting go of that fear of failing other people and going kind of, screw what everyone else thinks. I'm going to live my life. It's my life to live. I got to live it. Mind your own business. It's that kind of thing. But there's this movement, and this could be movement of location, even over bodies of water, moving. So if we're contemplating going to another country or going to an island or going over a body of water to travel to get to what this, it's like they're saying dream career. They're like, it just takes questioning what's holding you back, right? And then you got 2, 2, and 2, which adds up to 6 as well, the 6 of swords. So let's take a look here, see what the first two are here. Yeah. So you've got, here is the Empress, she's free of expectation. She runs naked through the forest. The number 3 Empress comes before the Emperor and the Hierophant in the major arcana, which the Emperor is all about the rules of society. If we're going to be all around each other, we've got rules or we're going to kill each other, right? And the same thing with the Hierophant, but it's around spirituality and religion. It's, well, if we're going to have all these people believing this stuff, we need some rules and some structure. Those are all about structure and rules. And the Empress is all about none of that. They're all running free of expectations, allowing creativity to come forward, new birth, and harvest too. And the Five of Cups is about transforming, not focusing on our 3 cups of the outside world, but I love the Revelation tarot here because then they show the other side of it, the 2 of Cups. I get to choose. I have the emotional choice. Um, that every moment is either of unconditional love or fear. I get to choose what emotion I feel. So, when we part of the combination of these 2 together is when we're told that, all this popular opinion that when this thing happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel, and I have to feel it. And so we feel like we're a puppet to the emotions of whatever's coming next in the future. But when we realize I'm the one that gets to decide what I feel or think or energy or action, no one else. There's a lot of opinion, obviously that's what we had, and what we're leaving behind is the opinion of others, the fear of disappointing others. It allows us to move forward, and it allows us to leave that behind and cut all these strings that get, sometimes we feel like we're a puppet, which, I've got a little emoticon, which is available to my praying mantis members. Here is the right here. It's cutting the strings. We can feel like we're a puppet, by all these emotions and thoughts and beliefs and supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be. When we cut all those, we're like freedom. And that's what comes in here, is this freedom to go in a direction that makes your heart sing, right? So there is this creativity, this creative outlet. again, I don't know about overseas, about going to a different country, traveling somewhere at least over a body of water to live your dream, to express your creativity, to have this career that you're like, what am I waiting for to live, to die? What am I waiting for? And I like this, whatever this creativity is it, I don't know why they're showing me like, I want to go to Paris and learn how to paint. That's what keeps on coming in my head. It's like, I just want to go overseas and become an artiste, it's funny, or Italy or something. It just feels that way. Yeah. So again, you have a five and the Empress, and then you have the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So, very cool. Yeah, because you got the Five of Pentacles here, which is this feeling of, abandonment, lack, being left behind, being left out in the cold. This is what holds us back, these old beliefs from our childhood of lack and what we need to do. What does it all mean? But you have the 10 of cups waiting. So it's like there's this transformation, the 10 of cups again. What makes your heart overflow? What makes your heart full? What is this? Do this. Look into it. Yeah, we might have to, with the 5 of pentacles, there's this transformation thinking it's humankind that brings me what I need in each moment. And they're like, but they're fickle, humans, we humans, all of us, when we go into fight or flight mode, which is when our inner child feels unsafe and out of control, we will pull the rug from underneath you. We will take back our support from you because I need it for me to survive, right? But what's good with this transformation is that I don't have to depend on humans. I know creator, spirit, source has unlimited resources. They're what bring me what I need in each moment to live and survive. They always want to give us more because they love us so much, but it's not humans that bring it. They might bring it to us as like a UPS driver, that brings a package we ordered, but they're not the one who is supplying it. They're just bringing it to us. But the provider of it is source. And I like this. It just feels like, yeah, let me step out of my fears. Let me step away from thinking that, well, I need all this stuff and sustenance, like they're just having me share with you, with me, how I ended up where I am right now here, literally in this place that I'm sitting, is I left corporate life. I was, you know, with a company for over 20 years, and when COVID hit, I had left once before to live my dream and money ran out, and I came back and learned more at the company. They allowed me to come back, no problems, and it was great. But then it was like I was getting to the point of like, I'm existing, I'm not living my life, my dream, and what am I waiting for? Especially with COVID and everything, I was like, am I just waiting to die to live my dream? And I decided I sold my condo, I sold my truck, I sold all this stuff, I simplified. I ended up, a friend of mine said, "Hey, come live with me and you can just pay me this much." And I'm like, "Cool." It really would help me out. And then where I'm at now, another miracle, because I was like, well, the money is going to start to run out eventually because I wasn't having a lot of income coming in. I'm like, am I going to have to go back and get a full-time job like I did before? And then out of the blue, my one of my best friends, she was like, she bought a house. She was like, "Why don't you come live in the basement? And for free. I don't want you to pay me anything. I just want to support you on your dream, and I can do it." And it just happened that she had a lot of medical things that hit her these last 2 years. I've almost been here 2 years, and I've been able to help her, and it's this win-win. And you're like, wow, you would never have thought that, when we limit the possibilities and we have these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, we will restrict on going, well, I can't see this happening, living somewhere for free. And then boom, out of nowhere, psh, So trust the dream, trust the process, don't limit it. Yeah. And then we've got, yeah, here's the magician. Yeah, definitely. This is wherever we focus our energy, expands. We've got the emotional stability with the Four of Cups coming in, knowing that the outside world is not going to fulfill us with all of the supposed tos of relationships, situations, and things. But that usually, like the Four of Cups, you'll see someone leaned up against a tree, looking at the 3 cups going, "I'm so bored with these 3 cups not fulfilling me." Here comes this Ace of Cups being offered to you, right? It's like your wish, your dream, your heart being full is being offered to you here. And the Magician card, your higher self, holding on to the magic wand is saying, "You have everything within you to make your dreams come true." And you do, because ultimately we have unconditional love in our heart. And that's what we're searching for. Everything else is extra. And I feel like they're saying, because they're not giving you a whole lot of hints, are they? I'm like, come on, well, besides, traveling across the seas and following your dream and living the dream that would make your heart feel full and overflowing, getting out of the mind. They're saying, first of all, know that the outside world isn't going to make you happy anyway. It's your self-love that completes you, because the relationships, people change, people walk away, people pass away, unstable situations like jobs, educations, career, whatever, unstable, never stay the same, constantly in flux. And things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, they blow up, they burn down, they deteriorate, they are stolen, they wear down, and so all the outside stuff ends up disappointing because it's not forever. And what we're looking for is inside this, inward and upward to that unconditional love from above. And then we start seeing the world differently, and we're not like, we can let go of things. That's kind of where they were going with the, I, I'm like, oh, I let go of my truck, even though I had strong beliefs about people without vehicles are losers, earlier in my life. Um, and this belief that it's a necessity. And I'm like, no, it's not. There's a grocery store a few blocks away. My bank is like 3 blocks in another direction. It was just perfect where I'm at, and of course, I have friends who will come pick me up and we'll go eat, or, if I need a vehicle, my host has a vehicle, my best friend, and, it just feels like there's this opportunity to let go of the old ways of thinking, the old ways of being, which allows movement and allows you to step towards your dream. And I feel like you're in the process here. Yeah, because the at the bottom of the deck here, wow. Yeah. I like all these because it's about seeing things from a different perspective, trusting your gut and your instinct. Ace of Swords, seeing things from a higher perspective. But the Ten of Pentacles says you will be abundant. You will feel this fullness of life, which you'll be surprised how full life can be, um, without having as much as we thought we needed, right? I even want to get rid of more stuff. All right. So your final card is actually going to come from an oracle called the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So let's see if they'll give you in after they've blah 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 all that. Let's take a look here and see. So what's your advice about the journey, right? Wow. Yeah, is this what I kind of was saying, right? Card number 19. Memento mori. There might not be a someday. Which is, what are we waiting for to live our dream? To die? Someday go do that. There may not be a someday. And the author says, as my friend Sam Horn proclaimed in the title of her recent book, someday is not a day in the week. The time is now. Imagine if the unknown countdown timer to our expiration date was almost at zero. What would you be doing now that's different? I love it. How would you want this situation to unfold? One day, the sand in our cosmic hourglass will be gone, and then what will you ask for? More time? Sorry, you had it all along, but what did you do with it? Ooh, wow. The moments, the days, the weeks, the years. What have you done with your short sojourn here? The clock has struck the exact hour to act. Go! Exclamation. The cosmic catalyst question you can ask yourself is, if I had 10 years left on this planet, what would be truly mine to do? And a cosmic checkbox is, wow, and back to the Six of Swords. Write exactly 6 words as they would appear on your tombstone, and write 6 different words with your non-dominant hand. Wow. Wow, I love this. So, yeah, the time is now. If you only had 10 years left to live and you knew it, what would you do? What would you do? So I love that they, after everything they said, and they reiterated, not that you have 10 years to live. That's not coming through here. But I love that the Six of Swords with 6 words. What are 6 words that you would want to put on your tombstone? Do that with your dominant hand and then write 6 words with your non-dominant hand and go, what is it that I feel that I would want that's left to do, and what are we waiting for? Someday is not a day in the week. So, I guess that is advice, right? But, there it's wonderful. A lot of times spirit will say, "Yeah, we wish we could have a scroll fall from the heavens, and it says what we are supposed to do and when and blah 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 in our life just to make it easy." But one of the things that's wonderful about this lifetime that draws us to this plane is that on the other side, we don't get to experience what it's like to go somewhere, right? Which is that go. There's because we will be like, I wonder what it's like over there. Psh, we're over there, right? Part of this life is the journey, the adventure. They call it the scavenger hunt, exploring, going all over the place, trying to find out what is next. What? Okay, well, that's not it. Well, okay, what about over there? And exploring. One time I was going for a walk and I felt spirit strongly with me. And I'm like, and all my posse, I go, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're just enjoying experiencing walking because we don't get to experience that on the other side. But walking, not rushing to get to the end over here, but enjoying each step as we're headed toward it. So I feel like that's kind of mixed in there a little bit too, is I get to decide. There's no right or wrong, but what would I want to do for the remaining 10 years of my life? And I like it. So hopefully that helps, Shannon, and thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. So many blessings to you. I'm excited to see where you head off to and what you do. So many, many blessings. All right. Many blessings to you as well. My pleasure. All right. Let's take a quick sip here. All right. And I do have one additional donation. Thank you so much, Love1234, for your donation. And let's see, I got 3 questions here. So let's take a look. So I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. And you want to know, okay, so number 1 is about the bro. So let's take a look here. Let's see what they say about, okay, about that. And then number 2, oh, of course, Badoo, Badoo. That's my Yoshi from Mario Kart. For those of you, they're going, what is he doing? It's just a little thing. So, number 3, all right. And if so, what would it be like? All right. All right, let's take a look here. So let's take a look at the bro here. Oh, all right. I feel like they are in the process here. We've got the 3 of Swords, so a lot of disappointment, a lot of hurt feelings here which is their emotional choice, right? It's like, okay, you know, um, there's this, just I want to say victimhood, but victimhood, they love milking it. I just feel is this a younger brother, the baby? Man, she's picking on me. We got the full card, which is ending of old cycles and the beginning of new, more free of expectations. And we got the two of wands here, which the two of wands, it's like spirit saying, well, they're on their own journey, and you can't choose their emotions. They're on their journey. You can't help what mirror they look into. I feel like whatever it wasn't like you intentionally did something to hurt them. You were living your life, making your choices and decisions, and they got butthurt about it. I kind of feel, and it's like that's their journey. You can't walk on eggshells around everywhere, which you kind of stomp on eggshells sometimes, right? Which is all right. You're like, I'm not going to do it. And yeah, sometimes it can come out a little harsher than you wanted to, but it's always the perfect uh, reflection that they need to see for their life and as well as for you, right? So, can you forgive yourself is really the message that comes in here. And you have the two of wands, you get to choose what you do with your energy. Um, you don't have to be manipulated by other people's um, sadness, the three stages of manipulation. And this is for anyone that, uh, you know, we all experience it and we all do it until we realize we're doing it is the first stage of manipulation is to get the sadsies when someone doesn't do like we you know you know what we want to do or what they want us to do, right? So, man, like I'm so upset, I'm so sad because you didn't do what I want. And if that doesn't work, it doesn't make them do what we want them to do, then we will become the bully, right? We will get angry and throw things around and yell and scream and sometimes even get to the point of abuse, right? And if that doesn't work, then we go to the step con 3, which is what we fear, right? We are rejection, the cold shoulder, the hanging up, the I'm not speaking to you, the blocking you, the unfriending you, whatever it may be. And if that doesn't work to get the people to come back, then we'll recycle it and go, I can't believe when I walked out of the room or hung up on you, you didn't call me back and you didn't try to get back to me. And if that doesn't work, then and then the rejection, right? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you don't have to worry about the manipulation. I feel like maybe they learned that from someone in the family, passed down from generation to generation, right? And they're working through that. That's their own journey. So they'll eventually, and it doesn't matter if they forgive you or not, is what spirit is saying is like, do you forgive yourself? And do you forgive them? And then you're good. If you've said, "Hey, I'm sorry that I was spoke so harshly because I feel bad about that," and they're like, "I hate you, never talk to me again." You're like, "Okay, I did what I want to do. I've done my side of it. The rest is up to them. Now I forgive myself. I don't invest energy into it anymore." We always talk about the two of wands. What can we do here? It's focus on the higher unconditional love or the fears, right? And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to focus my energy on this. I don't want to grow that anymore. I'm going to forgive and release myself, release them, and it'll unfold as it will unfold. So I like that. And then number two, let's see what's going on with them here. Well, same old, same old. I swear, do we get this like every time you ask about them? They've got the justice card, they're cutting away their fears. I like that they're to the 10 of swords here, which is, they're balancing their fears with the justice card, cutting away things. And we've got the chariot ultimately here. So I like this that we've been getting closer and closer and closer to the 10 because I think they normally get the 9 of swords if they're bringing it back to me. Um, but the 10 of swords is like, all right, they've had it. They're really letting go a lot of the things that are holding them back. We've got the chariot card, which is movement, victory, power of choice coming in here. And so, I feel like they're saying there is movement. Now, that we've got the 2 of wands of you choosing your power where you're investing energy, and then also the chariot card. Both of these so far for each of your questions is coming back to choice, but your choice, not other people's. How do they feel about me? How do they feel about me? It's like, eh, as we always say, other people's opinions of us are none of our business because it usually has very little to do with us. It has to do with their own filters, how they're seeing the world, what they're seeing the world through, and how they're feeling in the moment. Trust me, if I wake up grouchy in the morning, everyone's a douchebag. Um, until we correct our emotions. And then suddenly I'm full of love and everyone's wonderful until something angers me and then I'm angry and everyone else is a douchebag again. This is what happens, this constant fluctuation of people's feelings and emotions and perspectives. Or you remind me of something that my mom did to me when I was younger, and now I'm upset with you. Or I had a dream that you cheated on me, and I wake up and I'm angry with you. And you're just like, "What?" So I love this stepping into your power, sweeping in front of your own door and going, "You know what? Let your interactions with everyone be a mirror for you," right? Which is, you know, not, how does my brother feel about me? No, how do I feel about my brother? Because that's going to tell me how I feel about me. How does this person feel about me? Well, how do I feel about me? Because I'm cheating on myself with all these people. Because self love, self worth comes from inward and upward. But when I'm looking outside of myself to decide how lovable I am, I'm cheating on me with them. All of those people, the outside world, right? What a hoe we are when we look to the entire world. Who am I? How good am I? Am I lovable? And they're like, what a hoe. Turn inward and upward to this beautiful partnership. This is the one that's there. That's funny. Your spirit guides are so crazy. All right. So, and then your final question here. Let's see here. So, the first part of the question is, are you going to get the job there? We got the 6 of cups. Why does this keep coming up? But the 6 of cups here is this equal, nostalgia, balanced on either side. It just keeps coming back to dream, childhood dream. Let's see here though, because it's a flowing type of energy. So it feels, that it could they're like, "Meh," 3 cups on either side, "Beh, beh," you know? Um, Based on current energies, they're like, "Yeah, but is it necessary? Nah." But if you do get the job there, they do show that, there's this, Empress of creativity and abundance and the King of Pentacles abundance, so it's money. It allows you to be creative. It allows you to, have abundance and have some freedom there. But they are, of course, oh, I see. That's the 3 on each side. They're like, just keep in mind with this, because here's the 3 and the 3, right? The 3 and the 3. You've got abundance, you've got all this, but don't forget to be true to your authentic self either with that 3 of pentacles. And don't get caught up in the worth, the 5 of pentacles, that it's the outside world that brings me, the my sustenance. They're like, trust being true to your authentic self, that you are taken care of by source, not humans. Humans aren't what bring you what you need in each moment. It's the heavens, right? So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I feel like they're saying, there's two sides to the coin. with this revelation cards that we're having here, and we've got the you know, the 3 of cups with which is joy, and the 3 of cups, which is boredom and emptiness, right? And they're like, um, with the energies of today, it's a positive, like, yeah, you'll get it, but just, um, the nudge, like you said, the advice that they're giving is just remember what it's for. It's not to make your dreams come true, or it's not that job isn't your dream. It's to fund your dream, right? And to make sure to do that because they're reminding me of my tendency when I would get into a job, even though I had the intentions of, okay, this is just going to support me in my dream, and ended up putting so much of my energy and effort into excelling at it that I had no energy afterwards to do anything. I was too tired to work on my dream because I was investing all my energy in that. That was funny. So that's what they have for you, love. One, two, three, four. For you with that. Yeah, and you got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Everything that unfolds for you is for you, and even your human is going to be happy about it. So I like it. All righty. So many blessings to you. Good to see you. And I think that's it for my donations. So I'm going to scroll. And we're going back to the top for the free readings. I know here we are an hour in and we're starting the free readings. So thank you guys for your patience. This is how I live. Even though I live here for free, I still buy my food and have to pay for my cell phone, the little expenses. So it helps me live and continue to be able to do this. So thank you guys so much for your donations. All right. So, new love, you are up first. What does Nicholas think or feel about you? He's been acting strange with weird questions. Ooh, okay. So let's take a look here, see what is going on here. All right. Yeah. Well, we see here with the Queen of Swords, I can see they're going back and forth between their thinking and their feeling. And it's there's this fear, this tower that comes in here. Their feelings, there are emotions there. They care about you and they're wanting to move forward and get to know you more. The heart is like attracted and being pulled towards you, but the mind, that's what the weird questions that are coming in, they probably, if you look at them, are insecurity questions, because this tower has to do with people and situations that when they got close to them, they got ripped away. They left suddenly, either through death or moving away or finding someone else or ghosting them. This has been their experience of a lot of abandonment energies, and so this is what's coming in. They're the going back and forth. The thinking is fear and the inquisitor, right? And the emotions are like wanting to. Um, these would be the less weird questions about wanting to get to know you and wanting things right. And so you might even feel like they're a Gemini kind of energy, which is like almost like a split personality at times, because they can get into their head, but they can also get into their heart. And Aquarius, we don't judge Gemini's split personality. We're the multiple personality of the zodiac. We think it's cute that they have two. We have multiple, right? We are legion. I don't know. but but that's what's coming in here, new love. So hopefully that makes sense of going, so their insecurities have the little inner child wanting to, you know, are you going to leave? How are you secure? What kind of person are you? It's like you might feel like you're under investigation with that kind of energy coming in. So hopefully that makes sense, new love. So many blessings to you. And then Felicia, hello, hello. And thank you so much for mentioning about liking the stream. Thank you for all the thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank all of you for being part of the Love Tsunami. for hitting that like button. It tells me you're enjoying this content and these free readings, and tells YouTube that you are too, and that helps them send out my videos to more people. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Felicia, for mentioning that. As always, I like it. All right. So, will you finally get another job offer from Company S? You recently got a job offer from them, but after a week, got rejection. What is going on here? What is the lesson behind all of this, right? Let's take a look here. Yeah, wow. Well, I definitely see here. You do have this opportunity coming in, but it does have to do with where you're investing your energy, right? Here's the tower, the fear of something being taken away suddenly, right? Given and taken away, and all this energy that you're investing in here. Um, I like the Ace of Wands because we have got the 10 of Wands, which is the ending of where you're investing all of your energy, and you're putting it into a single focus here instead of it being scattered and having so much energy. And the Tower card is that it does remove things out of your way that are not for you to make space for you. So, it's like there's this trust. If a job offer is made and it is taken away, then it's like, well, then we can trust that it was not for us, that we're being saved from something that would not have been for our highest experience or for our best, right? So we can trust, okay, so it's like the example they're bringing back to me is I applied for this job, and with like a position within the company I was in, and this was actually back when I worked for Dillard's, way back in the like mid 80s. I know I'm old. Mid 80s to into the 90s. And I applied for this position and I didn't get it. And at first I was like, "Oh man." But then a month later, whoever got the position, they eliminated the position. So they hired to fill it because someone left, but then they ended up getting rid of it anyway, and the person ended up going back to their job. And I'm like, wow. So that saved me from all that trouble of going through all of that and then having to go back and trying to find a position for them to fit me in. And then I ended up a new job that I wanted even more opened up that I wouldn't have, because they had this role. You have to be in your position for a year before you can apply for something else to keep people from position hopping within the company. I would have been trapped, but it kept me from that. So I like this happening for you because it's telling you that what happened did happen for you, but you have the Ace of Wands, which does show a new spark, a positive that you will get the job offer for the job that is best for you that's coming up here. So all of that to say that, but I feel like they wanted to make sure you knew why that you know even though you got that job offer, it's like nope, nope, that was the false one. That wasn't the one that you're destined to get into. So I like it, Felicia. So exciting. So many blessings. Someday we'll look back and understand the whole thread of our entire lives. And actually, it's what happens when we pass. We actually immediately know every decision, why everything happened, and the purpose behind everything. We're like, oh, good, because I really want to know some stuff. All right. So happy pill, you're up next. So upcoming blessings for you. Let's see what we have here. Ooh. So you do have some movement of love coming in here. Yeah. So you've got the Knight of Cups, which is the movement of passion and love, and you've got the King of Swords. King of Swords, very much, of course, air energy, but they rule over the swords and mindsets and communication with the queen. But all the kings are given a second portion of air, which makes them the master of communication. I feel like what blessings coming up here, because you have the Seven of Wands, which is standing your ground, but more so being seen. I feel like there there's this, either this is joy or meeting someone with you. I don't know if you're going to present something or be in front of someone communicating something, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or in person or training or you're in class and you have to present something. It just feels like this energy of you being up on a stage of sorts, at least in the spotlight, and in how you're communicating, you're seen, and it brings you this joy. But this Knight of Cups kind of feels like a movement of attraction too, where you are noticed when you're up there, and then you also notice someone else because you're up above the crowd and you're looking down talking, and you're like, someone's like looking at you going, huh, and you feel this zap, this spark. And I like this for you coming in here. So that is an upcoming blessing for you. I feel like it's an opportunity to stand out in some way, and that spawns some of that. So that connection. All right. So that's what they got for you. Happy pill. So many blessings to you. And then Dijona, hello, hello. You are up next. Hope you're enjoying your hedge of peace and love. It's about to tomorrow is a big day. Like the first parts of a hedge are the stillness and the quietness. It's like the decompression chamber. It helps you come from the depths to come to the surface, and it opens up so that you're not, or it's like, you don't go from 0 to 120 miles an hour because your head will snap. It's like it starts slowing up or slowing down. You don't want to be like, "Bleh." So let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. I don't know why they wanted to do all that to say all that to you, but there you go. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, yep. All right. Yeah. So you definitely have here, um, you've got the 3 of Cups, which is spirit speaking to you, and you got the 10 of Cups, this overflowingness, and this is what's about to unfold here for you, because you have the Page of Wands, which is you stepping into your power, and this spiritual, energetic surge is about to happen here, which makes total sense with what we're going through with the hedge here, because the next step is that the light is brought in, and there's this bright, and here's the bright light coming in, which shines light on things and allows you to really, in the silence, to hear a lot from spirit, but it also brings in this emotional fulfillment. It allows your heart to fill up, that Ace of Cups to fill up and overflow, and you start to feel it overflowing into areas of your life. So I really love this energy that's coming in here, because and I had no doubt that you would take these opportunities of this reflection with the head and run with it. And this is what's coming up. So I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is what they have for you right now, Dijona. So enjoy this day of silence and quietness. For tomorrow, the light shines and the beautiful awareness comes in. It's still very quiet. You get to hear the whispers tomorrow. I like it. All right. So many blessings to you. Very good. You're welcome. All right, Magician, you are up. So a September reading. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about your month of September? All right. So you've got the Hierophant here, which is this invitation from your higher self to step into your capital T truth. Who are you really? Who are you, magician? What do you want from life? Who do you want to be with? What is the truth, right? You can see their little, let's see if I can do it. They have this um, as above, so below sign in here, and it's about bringing the truth, which, you being the magician, that this is what the magician does. They bring the higher stuff into the human selves too. But this is about the knowledge. It's being balanced in the knowledge of the higher realm and the lower realm, and bringing it in here, which is the truth of who you are and what you do want to accomplish. You have the 9 of Pentacles too, the hermit's journey, of finding your worth in relationship to the outside world. That's why these come so interact so well together, because it is, you even have spirit with you. Let's see if I can get it to, there you go, right there. Spirit with you in the garden there, finding your worth, finding who you are, and transforming this the month of September, the 9, the hermit's number, Virgo's energy too, which is this beautiful revelations of your worth that come through here in September. But it's not defining it by the outside, it's defining yourself by the inside. When you do that, it does turn into the 10 of Pentacles, because when your worth fills up on the inside, you see the world so much more fuller than it was before that journey. So September is very transformational for you, magician. I don't know why I always put a French twist on it or a French accent, but there you go. Maybe you were in France in a past life. All right. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. And then Dollface Diva. Hello, hello. So general for the weekend. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for the weekend here. All right. Wow. So a lot of energy coming in here. You got the 3 of cups and the 7 of cups. There's a lot of joy, but there's a lot of different emotions coming in here. And you have the 8 of wands, which is a ton of energy flowing in here this weekend. So I feel like you're being invited to a lot of different things and you have joy overall, but I feel like there's a bunch of different things too that are happening where you almost have to choose. Like there's too much happening and you get to choose what brings you joy is really what I feel comes down here. And don't forget to trust your instincts, your gut. 3 of cups can be communicating with spirit too, and it just hit 12-12 here. It just jumped out. So it's like look for the signs, look for trust your gut and go, okay, this I'll go to, that I won't, and just kind of balance it out, because there's a lot of demands on your energy this weekend, but it doesn't mean that you have to give in to those demands. You can choose with your power of no and your power of yes on what you want to do. So I like this. I like it for you. Just a reminder of that you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but follow your heart. What brings you joy? So I like it. All right, Dolphy Diva. So that's what's coming in. And spiritual love, you're up next. So who is coming towards you? All right, let's take a look here and see. All right. So who is coming towards you? All right. Ooh, okay. It's a secret. What's something unknown here? You got the moon energy. You have the 9 of swords. And there's the 9 of swords, and the 9 is the hermit's journey, the internal reflection. And this is looking at your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets and letting a lot of things go, because you're almost to the point of exhaustion, trying to, live up to and find someone who matches all this criteria. And there's this mystery, this mysterious person that comes in that's so unlike anything that would match up to this. The dream world is very important for you with understanding who is coming towards you, because this is the nightmare and insomnia card, but it's also dreamy. And here we have like Pisces energy, which rules the dream world. And so I just feel like there's this nighttime type of, if you have trouble remembering your dreams before you go to sleep, just ask your higher self, help me remember my dreams, the important things. Have a dream journal, have something in your phone, whatever, that you can record what your dream was about as soon as you wake up, because the more we're awake in this world, the less we remember about the dream normally. So I feel like there's someone, the the person of your dreams is coming is coming towards you, but it's not so much that it's someone that is like a dream come true, but it's the person of your dreams that you're dreaming about, literally dreaming about, that's coming towards you. So interesting. So that's what they have for you, is spiritual love. Many blessings to you. And then Goldie, you are up next. So what is coming this week for the energy? What energy is coming for this coming week for you? All right. All right. Wow, look at two tens, and you got the big excuse me, the big 10 that's coming in here. The Wheel of Fortune. So I like this because the 10 of swords, even though it always looks a little scary, is a positive card, because swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations, and all of this exhaustion from trying to live up to all the expectations. And there's this, the 10 is the ending, and the beginning is we have this fresh start, free of so many expectations. And I like the Wheel of Fortune coming in, because this wheel is turning, and this tells us that, it's the tune of for you, the fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. And so it tells us that everything in our life that happens does unfold for us, even though sometimes our human has a hard time getting on board with that. Like, why is that for me? But this Wheel of Fortune tells us that whatever's unfolding this next week with this energy, this release that's coming, even your human is on board going, wow, I'm so thankful for this. I see the fortune in this, right? So, very positive week, but it's letting go of some expectations, letting go of some fears that bring in a beautiful, beautiful, abundant feeling in your week. So that's what's coming in for you, Goldie. So many blessings to you. All right, and Lynx Lee, you are up next. So Leo's feelings and next actions towards you. Whoa, all right. See what we got here. Wow, a lot of thinking for a Leo. No offense. Leos are fiery and let's go. They're more of a leap and then think later, right? Because they're excited, they're ready to move forward and experience life. So it's not a diss. It's just a surprise that they're like, wow, they're really in their head here. They're moving with the Eight of Swords. I like all the this that's coming in here though. Um, because it's not so much, see if I can do this, it's not so much feeling as they're in their mind and doing a lot of thinking. And the Eight of Swords is about, it's a movement flow card with eight. If you think of like four swords on each side, there's this mental flow that's happening, and it's they're letting go of their thoughts and beliefs and fears that have made them feel limited and bound and trapped. I love these revelation cards, because on the other side is them. This is what happens. They are freed. They're seeing things. They're allowing movement. Same thing here with the Knight of Swords. The Knight is a quest of higher truth, seeing things from a different perspective, but that also helps them cut away these thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets, right? So both of these here are movement of thought card that comes out. And so they're in the process here of cutting away fears, cutting away thoughts, cutting away perceptions, bringing us to the Queen of Swords. And this is good. We want the Queen of Swords with all of this thinking, because again, she has the Ace of Swords in her hand. So the Knight is in the quest for seeing things from a higher perspective, and the Queen, the Knight is at the bidding of the Queen, right? The Queen is like, I want the Ace of Swords, and the Knight goes, I shall go find it for you. And they do, because here she is. She's got it in her hot little hands here, seeing things from a higher perspective. But also the Queen, in addition to co-ruling over the swords with the king, gets a second portion of emotion, of water. So she's able to balance mind and emotion. So that's why I like seeing that, because they have a lot of thinking that they're doing and transforming of these thoughts and beliefs that have been keeping their emotions at bay and suppressed or in a cage. Because like, no, we can't. It's like their heart's on a leash. No. But with the Queen of Swords, they're like, okay, we're giving you extra length on the leash, heart. You can move forward. So I feel like you will start to see things less steam and smoke coming out of their head from overthinking, and more Leo action that will come forward here. They're just doing some overthinking. So when you see the smoke start clearing, know the action will follow next. All right, but that's what's going on, Linksley. So many blessings to you. I like it. All right. And so, angel blessings, we're leaving off with you right now for the free readings. I do have a couple donations, so I'm going to jump to those and I shall return. All right. And hey, Anna. Hello, hello. You like your new red icon? Yes, I love it. And for those of you that become members of my YouTube channel, like Anna's green name stands out and you get a little badge too. So I love your red badge of courage. So many blessings to you. And I see you have a question coming up here, but Supernova, thank you. Good to see you too. Thank you for your double donation. So let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. Oh no, your cat broke his arm. Oh, I am doing great. How are you doing? All right. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your cat? Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. And then number 2 is any messages from Spirit. So they want me to pull the cards first, so we will do that. And then we'll take a look here. So what's going on with the kitty Meister kitty? Okay. Yeah. So we've got this here. You feel guilty about his arm. You weren't abusing the cat, were you? Don't make me call someone. No, I'm just kidding. So you've got this 10 of pentacles coming in, which is abundance and overflowing. So nothing to worry about. That they will be fine. With the 10 of pentacles, it just takes, we've got the 5 of swords and the 5 of cups like this. So we've got the 10 of pentacles here, which is showing they're fine. There's a little bit of the 5 and the 5 equals 10 coming in here, which means there's this transformation from pain and this to this, and the movement and conflict of mind. So there's this emotional conflict and mental conflict. But we've got the Knight of Swords, which is them pretty much saying put your fears at ease, look at, pursue seeing things from a higher perspective, and cut away your fears, right? Allow that movement. Everything's going to be fine with that 10 of pentacles. So yeah, worrying is fear. I fear his arm will have to be amputated. Well, um, your spirit guides are so funny. They're like, well, would you rather them have to be put to sleep, or have 3 arms and live an interesting life, right? You can give them a little wooden peg leg and a little eye patch, and you can call him Pirate Jack, or but they're trying to put humor around it a little bit for you, to just see it from a different perspective. Step out of the thoughts of the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, and the stories that you would apply to anything. Let the fear go. Guilt is fear. Worry is fear. And there's like, put your mind at ease. What are the fears? And see it from a different perspective, right? The cat does not have any judgment of you. It is an unconditional being of love and light experiencing it. And they don't have any judgment. They're not going to accuse you of mistreating them. What we fear is what will other people think, right? And it's like, let that go, with this Knight of Swords. Let it go. Let it flow. You didn't do anything on purpose. You didn't go wake up in the morning and go, "I'm gonna go break my cat's arm today." You're not that person, right? And so it's like, "Oh, no, I'm so sorry." But when we trust that everything happens on purpose for a purpose, we're like, "Okay, so what do I fear in this? What is this showing me? Why did I want this to happen for me?" Right? I feel like this um freedom that they're wanting you to see with this. So let's take a look here. And for your second question here, let's see what they want you to know here. Yeah, very flowing, beautiful energy here. Yeah, yeah, exactly right. You're just like, oh, okay. You know, Generally, I mean, I've known a lot of people with a lot of pets, dogs, cats, whatever, birds with broken wings, broken legs, and they generally are able to put a stint on it and not a stint, not a stint, whatever, a plank of wood or something, to have it grow back. And they give you drugs for your animal, unless you're not going to take them there and you're thinking, oh, no, we're just going to do it on our own. Then you never know. But we get to make the choices. They get to live their lives. They knew before they came down here that they were going to be your pet, and they knew that it was going to happen because they could see their entire lives. Animals is interesting. Humans, we veil ourselves when we come down here of our journey because we like the excitement of it. Animals, when we come down and we're in a our soul is in an animal, we're more of a passenger. We're experiencing life through it, and we see the entire journey. We just the animal sits back. I mean, we sit back inside of an animal. We experience and we see and we explore and do all that. Maybe we can push a little button to make us meow or do something weird here and there, but for the most part, we're a passenger in an animal's body. So we put the personality on animals of humans, but it's not as uh, extreme as we think it is, if that makes sense. But what else message Spirit has here for you? You've got the King of Swords. So here is more thinking, more overthinking, and there's this clearing though. I love the Master of Mind coming in because it allows us to cut away more and more fears, see things more from a higher perspective, and walk away. Again, I think you get this quite a bit, right? Um, Stubborn that we don't like to leave people behind, but the 8 of Cups is saying it's okay to leave people and emotions and relationships that no longer serve us behind so that we can move forward because they're anchors. They've served what they came to serve, and it's okay. And you'll know those relationships because they're the ones that you constantly have to give more than 50% to all the time. And usually it's the one 80, 90% all the time, and they're hardly giving anything. And it's okay. Friendships, relationships, I get it that, you know, they they're never 50-50. Usually, at least not for very long. It's usually we're given a little more or we're needing a little more and they're given a little more, and that's great. There's this wonderful going back and forth. But when you're constantly here giving 80% and they're only giving 20, you can start by going back to 50%. And if they don't eventually make up this, the relationship just drifts apart anyway. And then months later, they're like, "Hey, I haven't talked to you in forever." And you're like, "Yeah, how you doing?" "Well, haven't you called me?" And like, "Oh, I've just been busy doing my own thing." "What have you been up to?" No judgment, no whatever, but you don't have to defend your actions. You don't have to overinvest in someone. It's time for that release. Yeah, because part of this journey here with this stepping into your higher knowledge and seeing things from a higher perspective and cutting away your fears and emotions that no longer serve you is this king of pentacles, who his journey is about you finding your worth in relationship to the world in a different way here. So there's this pursuing your worth not in the outside world, but inward and upward. One of the big things that the King of Pentacles learns is the through the Four of Pentacles, which is when we define ourselves by the outside world, we feel very unstable, right? We feel very, and it makes sense with these other two cards too. Um, you know, people and situations and things, but all that unstable, nothing is forever. People change, they pass away, they walk away. Situations like jobs and education never stay the same. Things, our bodies, our bank accounts break down, blow up, burn down, deteriorate. All that's unstable. Eventually, we turn inward and upward, and that's where we find the fullness here. The reason I said this makes sense with this next card, King of Pentacles, well, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit's journey about your worth with spirit, this Hermit's journey, finding your worth in relationship to the outside in a different way. It's a transformational, the Nine is the transformational endings and beginnings. 10 of Pentacles is the absolute ending and beginning, where things are being moved out and cleaned up, but the Nine is, this revelations that are coming in around your worth, but it's coming from an inner worth with spirit, not from the outside, which brings in, here, Four of Cups, emotional stability. Again, the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups story is like the Four of Pentacles story, but it's more about emotion instead of worth. And same thing emotionally, when we're looking for our emotional fulfillment in relationships and situations and things, if we drink of it, if it fills us up for any emotional time at all, it's very short and then it's gone, right? Or it makes us more thirsty and more hungry for things. But the Four of Cups shows that inner love, we eventually both mentally, emotionally, energetically, and physically get tired of all that instability and the disappointment of the outside world. That's when we turn inward and upward and go, there it is, what I've been looking for all along. And then we don't stop wanting things in the outside world. We just stop needing it. We don't feel so desperate to be filled by the outside world. It's just extra. We're like, oh, thank you. I can have more. It's like I always talk about the 10-course meal with 2 desserts we find on the inside. Well, the outside world wants to give us more desserts. I'm like, hey, I can always make room for more dessert. Bring it on. But I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. But it's like, I'll take it. And so that's what's coming in. So I like it for you, Supernova. And that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. I like it. All right. And Anna, thank you for your donation. I'm loving your red icon too. And after, let's see, so after this month, and when you go on to the second month, then it turns orange. It eventually goes up all of the chakras. Um, but it's like years. It starts going like, I think the next one is like 6 months, maybe. It's on my main page, or it's actually when you go into the member section of the community too. I think it lists it there, the different levels. But I like it, and thank you so much for being a praying mantis member. So let's take a look here at your question. So you visited your lovely friend Jamie at her burial site today. Messages from her. All right. And then also, will D and you get to see each other this weekend? All right, let's take a look here. You are very welcome. So let's see here. Messages from Jamie. Oh, okay. She's all, "Whip." She wants to give you an enchanted map oracle. She said it like that too. An enchanted map, like Vanna, an enchanted map oracle. She's so funny. Cracks me up. All right. Wheel of Fortunes. We'll see what she says there. And then let's take a look here. Let me just refresh these. And so will you and D get to see each other this weekend? Okay. One card. All right. Four of Cups, you got emotional stability coming in here. So for me, that feels like a yes on here. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So you got the Page and the Ace of Pentacles right after one another, which is all about new opportunities opening up in the outside world. So it does feel here like there's some emotional stability that comes in. And so there is, based on current energies, it feels very positive there. Um, so let's take a look here. Either case, I feel like you're fine emotionally. There's emotional stability this weekend for you, but new opportunities too. So we like it. So this is your message from Jamie. She's like, "You are your own one ring." Let me see here. One ring circus. I like it. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. I feel like, let's see if I can get it to, there she is. At the very top. So, you are capable and competent. Isn't that what she said before? Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self reliance is important. Isn't that's kind of like the message she gave you last night, right? Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. Wow. So, I like that from her. That sounds, I know, I definitely yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, now it's the one ring circus. She goes, "You don't need the other 2 rings. You are capable by yourself of yourself, and be aware of your relationships, with all that too." And the Four of Cups, you've got new opportunities coming up this weekend. So maybe, just maybe, with you, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, yeah, and here's the Page of Cups. I was just about to say, um, you maybe this new opportunity that's coming up is meeting someone who is more capable of giving you this higher love, giving you back, what you deserve too. Because that Four of Cups will have 3 cups and the Ace of Cups being offered. Now here's the Page of Cups offering it, and you have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're either gonna have opportunities with D this weekend, or someone else, comes into the picture possibly too. Now I gotta get nosy, real quick here. Ace of Cups. So you got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. So either things go to a whole new level between the two of you this weekend. The Ten of Cups is filling up and overflowing with emotionally. So yeah, I mean it's yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful love energy here. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's going to be some decisions to be made, and don't be afraid to make decisions. You've got the Magician card here, which is you stepping into your power, your divine masculine energy, and initiating things. And the Two of Swords is close your eyes and open your heart in making decisions. I don't know. Yeah, it's either I feel like this weekend it's either, really a huge step up in heart and in the physical world with them with D, or there's a whole new someone else that comes into your life where you're like, who are you? And you hit it off. So I like it. Yeah, nosy away. I know. Ooh, but all of that coming in here, yeah, definitely. I feel that. So that's what they have for you, Anna. So many blessings to you. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in about 20 minutes if you're going to be here for the 1 p.m. praying mantis session. For everyone else, I'm only going to be on for about 15 more minutes. I feel like we've got through quite a few, but we'll see how many more free readings I can get through and see where we're at here. So, angel blessings. You want to know any blessings coming to you? All right. So, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I feel like you have this freedom that's coming here with these two cards because the 8 of swords is, I love this freedom that comes because the 8 of swords is a flow of thought and belief and mindset, a cutting away and releasing of fears. And the full card is that too in the major arcana, being the 0 card, because the last card in the major arcana is the world card, which is an ending of old cycles and the beginning of new adventures. And we've got this full card is like this new adventure that's free of all the limitations, the thoughts and the beliefs that have trapped before. And you can even see here with the 8 of swords, the blindfold is off, the bounds are broke, and you have this freedom that comes in. So whatever's been making you feel restricted and blinded and bound, there's this freedom that's coming in. What a blessing it is. It's just like I don't feel caged anymore. I feel like possibilities are endless instead of feeling limited and powerless. It's like you feel limitless and powerful with this that's coming here. So I like this, whatever this is, but it does have to do with you, releasing the fears of disappointment, the fears of letting things down, the fear of heartbreak. There's like these fears that just hold us back. And there are things that we've been taught, opinions, but you get to choose and you can see things from a higher perspective, which is what this 8 of swords is about, and cut away things that are restrictive, going, why do I believe that? Where does that come from? Oh, so and so said this when I was 5 or 7 or 9 or 14 or 12, whenever it was, or all those dates. And you're like, oh, that's why I believe that, but they're wrong. Lies, all lies. And there's freedom that comes with that. So I like that for you, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And Libra girl, you're up next. So higher self guidance. Let's take a look here and see what your higher self wants you to know right now. Guidance from your higher self. Wow. How beautiful this is. You've got the Queen of Cups who co-rules over emotion with the King, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, making her the master of emotion. And then you have the King of Swords who co-rules over the swords with the Queen, but all the kings are given a second portion of air, so they're the master of mind. So you got the master of emotion and the master of mind coming in here. And one, I feel like it's important for you to recognize that you have both of these extremes within you, right? You can go, oh, yeah, Libra energy, right? You can go way, 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 way in your mind, but you also have the ability to go way, 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 way emotional. And there's this balance, of course, Libra girl, balancing that they're saying here is that you have the capacity to carry so much emotion, to carry so much fear and mindsets too, that you can go different, but it's about balancing them out, and that you have the ability to balance any emotion with your mind and any overthinking with your emotion. You hold the power. Also, there's this interesting opposites attract in here too. And I feel like if you're wondering about love, if you're not in a relationship now, or even if you are, I feel like there's an important relationship that's coming in, whether it's romantic or not. But it's like this extreme opposite of who you are, and they help center you and help bring you more to center, and you to them as well. So I know in my first relationship, I was all work, and if there's time left over, play. My first partner was all play, and if there's time left over, work. And they brought me to the middle, going, if you're all work and no fun, you're no fun. And I was like, well, if you're all fun and no work, we're not going to have any money, or everything is going to fall apart. They're like, all right. So we heard each other, heard, not, well, we did hurt each other too, but heard, uh, we brought each other more to center, which is interesting. So I feel like that's the message coming in for you, Libra girl, and many blessings to you. Hopefully that helps. All right. And Smooth Life, you are up next. So who is manifesting you? And who are you being drawn to, right? So let's take a look here. I got these twos and twos. So two number twos coming in here. And wow. So you've got um this individual. I almost feel like there's two individuals with all these twos, because you have someone who's very watery, a water sign, very emotional, very deep diving, almost mystical. That's drawing you toward them, and you're drawing them towards you. But there's also, which I feel like this is someone who is more in line with you. And this other person, I feel like, is with the Two of Swords, is someone who is like conflicted between their heart and their mind. This like person can offer you deep, deep, deep emotion and spiritual connection, and won't think you're weird. That's funny. And this one is like someone, what they're showing me visually. So there's this other person that you've known them for a while, and they're the person that you drew together when you were lower vibrational energy. So we brought in someone lower vibrational energy, and we have lower vibrational experiences with them. And but this other person you're drawn in is higher vibrational energy and higher vibrational experiences. And so you're like in the middle, because you've been raising your love vibration. This has kind of been intermittent, hit or miss, kind of slowing down even more, because as your vibrations rising, they can't keep up. So it's drifting further away. This one's being drawn in. So that's what's coming in for you, Smooth Life. I like it. All right. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then soul searching vibe. Hello, hello. So energy reading between you and Aquarius. All right, let's take a look here and see the energy between you and the Aquarius here. All right. Yeah, I see here we've got this. There's this energetic block that's between the two of you right now that I feel is just kind of, if you're bumping your head up against it, like they can't get to you and you can't get to them beyond this barrier. It's almost like it's transparent and you can see each other, but you can't, there's something keeping you guys distant. There's just enough between the two of you. And we've got the Three of Pentacles and is that the King? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is about you being true to your authentic you, but the King of Pentacles is this emphasis on looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. I feel like both of you are, well, Aquarius, of course, loves to be unique. I'm Aquarius. I know that energy of I gotta be me, but they're also, this is if you aren't true to your authentic self, they'll see right through it. And so they want you to be your true authentic self too. But the barrier that's coming in here, this Nine of Wands, goes back into this Ace of Pentacles, which, if you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen, there's two videos. It's like, I think it's episodes 4 and 5 that talk about our energy, like where we're investing our energy. But it talks about the Six of Pentacles, which is about this, where do I, this out of balance giving and receiving, where our inner child is like, no, no, no. They're in charge of that forest field that keeps things away from us, keeps people from, and also keeps other people, their inner child keeps them from it. So I feel like it's both sides have these beliefs from their childhood that can be looked at, that will help remove, at least you can only remove your side of the forest field. But I feel like they also have one. If they didn't have one in you lower years, they would move towards you. But I feel like they've got their own, you've got your own. So it's like a double forest field that's keeping you guys apart, but it has to do with that. So check those out if you'd like. They're free. It's playlist at the top of my page. When you click on my bruddaZEN Mystic Tarot name, it'll take you to the main page, and it's at the very top, the playlist. And it's episodes 4 and 5, I believe. But it's all about, they're about fate. And so when you look at them, if you're like, what is this about fate? But it's about how we can draw things in sooner to us than later. And what are we doing consciously and subconsciously to keep that from happening? It's making it longer, right? All right. So that's what's coming in. So searching vibe. And then QD, I believe here, you will probably be my last free reading for this session. Let me see, how many more do we have here? Do we have quite a few? Yeah, I'll take a look here as I close out, just to see here if we can. I might, depending on how many I have, I might pop back on after my praying mantis session and after I eat, just to complete out some free readings too. But we'll take a look here. So cutie, upcoming blessings. Let's take a look here. Wow. All right. Yeah. So you do, and this, a blessing in disguise is what's coming in, because we're like, wow, yeah, definitely. So this is like the disguise that's here, right? We've got the Tower card, which is things being moved out of your life to make space for a blessing, to clear your path towards a blessing. And the Ten of Swords, which is the exhaustion of trying to live up to a lot of expectations, supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, musts, that also gets removed, which opens up the Knight of Cups, which allows emotional movement. So allows love to flow into and come into your life here. So just know that, these things that are happening, it's a blessing in disguise that's coming forward here. So just trust, look at your fears and be dropping those, and allow the Tower to move away those things that don't serve you anymore, right? The thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that have made you feel restricted and small and limited, all those delicious fears that you're done with. But whatever you are clearing away, and then spirit clears away, you're like, oh, look, here's my beautiful blessing. So that's what's coming in. So I like it. Many blessings to you. All right. No, Rhonda, I hadn't gotten to yours yet. Oh, no, no problem, Nova. Um, so if you want to pop your question in there, Nova, I will come back to complete some free readings. Um, and because you've donated, I'll make yours first, if that's cool with you. And so I shall return, Rhonda, as well. Let me just see here. I had taken pictures earlier. Let me just see where I left to add on the chat here. Oh, okay, so I left off on that up there. So let me just scroll up. is right there. Okay. Oops, let me just go a little bit further so I can grab as much as I can here. Let me make sure, did I go too far? No, let me just grab that to make sure. So that'll be my little checkpoint. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Everyone's all, what? Is he speaking in tongues? Is spirit coming through? No, he's just talking to himself as per usual. And let me grab that one down here. Okay. All right. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. And then right here. Let's see. Is this oh yeah, that's the big old wow. Big old picture of the entire thingy. That's the one I didn't mean to take. All right. Yeah, and then so Nova. Oh, messages from Kurt Spirit. All right, perfect. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna be headed over to my praying mantis session here next. And if you guys want to join as a member, you are welcome. After every one of these sessions, I have a session with all of my praying mantis members, free readings. We have a Q&A and readings on Thursday nights too. And you have advanced access to the moon here. And then I just to make sure everyone's aware, I have Moon Day Mondays that talk about all of our energies that are happening this week, like Cancer Moon. Uh, Happy Cancer Moon, where the moon moved into Cancer here. We have Take 10 Tuesdays. Maybe I'll start calling it that, which is these videos that talk about how to connect with spirit and ourselves. And they've got this one was all about Spirit Sings. And then also every Wednesday, maybe it's going to be What's Up Wednesdays, because it's pick a cards from Spirit. And I'm spicing them up. There's going to be like next week's is about the new moon. We'll do different things like that too. So you can check out those. And I have a ton of pick a cards. So if you're like, while you're waiting, you want to hear from Spirit, if you head over to my main channel page, I got a ton of pick a cards. Just follow your heart with that too. Um, and if you haven't checked to see if you're a winner or about my other giveaways, I have monthly giveaways that I'll be doing now. And so just check that there, and that will have the most recent giveaway and then other things there too. And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. And I have 50% off most of my services for the rest of this year. The only exception is my live readings with people, um, because those for other reasons. But my personal pre-recorded readings, my um, Hedges of Peace and Love, and my Wish Upon a Star Astro readings are all half off. If you want to check all that information is down in the description box of the video below. So I'm gonna head off. I know a ton of stuff, right? Boom, boom, boom. But I'm balancing because I'm only on for free readings now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings, and Friday and Saturday nights. So I've removed Sunday nights and Wednesday and Thursdays just to balance things out. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Check it out. All right, everybody, I'm going to head off. So please know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So I shall return later for free readings and later on this afternoon. And I'll be back at 6 p.m. this evening for more free readings, Mountain Time. So until I see you guys again, much love to you. You hang in there. You take care of yourselves. We'll see you.